Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be trying out some remakes on my ROG Ally. I have the Z1 Extreme variant of this device. Will be running Resident Evil 4, Dead Space and Last of Us. I have installed Resident Evil 4 on an SD card, Samsung U plus A2 rated speed. The other two games I installed on the internal SSD. Will be running these games on battery mode. I have created a custom operating mode. Set the values of SPL, SBPT and FBPT at 25 watts. Now this is different from Army Crate's own 25 watts turbo mode. With that mode, the maximum APU power value goes higher than 25 watts for a short span of time, resulting in very high temperatures and negligible gains in performance. You run the risk of frying your SD card. I am using this custom fan curve for both of the fans. What this means is that the fan will be running at 90% speed when the temperature reaches 70 degrees Celsius and will be running at full speed when the temperature reaches 80 degrees Celsius. All of these games supports FSR2 upscaling technique, but I won't be using it. I'll be using ROG Ally's own driver level implementation of FSR known as RSR. It does a good job of upscaling the image from 720p resolution to full HD. Does not produce upscaling related artifacts. FSR version 2.0 can produce ghosting around the character models. It's very easily noticeable on the tails of horses in Red Dead Redemption 2. Upscaling can also make the hair look fuzzy. There are some upscaling related artifacts in Last of Us Part 1. Shimmering of textures is another issue. This is why I prefer using RSR. In the end, it's entirely up to you. Another thing that you need to know is that ROG Ally's display supports Freesync Premium. What that means is that the display automatically synchronizes its refresh rate to the frames produced by the device's GPU. That helps in reducing latency and eliminating screen tearing. Its VRR range is from 48 to 120 Hz. LFC will kick in for anything less than that. Just make sure you have enabled FreeSync from AMD Adrenaline software. Right click anywhere on your desktop, click on AMD software, Adrenaline edition, click on the gaming tab, then click on display tab. Make sure FreeSync is enabled, then click on the graphics tab. From here make sure VSync is set to always on. Wait for vertical refresh. That's it. I'll kick things off with Dead Space. We'll be using a custom Afterburner overlay to show you the performance metrics. Already uploaded its setup guide on the channel. Command Center. First I'll be running the game using 15 watts performance operating mode. It is recommended to users who prioritize battery life over performance. You'll be getting a longer playtime using this preset as compared to 25 watts one. RSR enabled. Resolution set to full HD. CPU boost disabled. I have connected my DualSense controller to ROG Ally via Bluetooth mode. Play. RSR is working. Resolution upscaled from 720p to full HD. There is a custom overlay. Remaining battery percentage 69. Total power draw 31 watts and the estimated playtime 51 minutes. Frame time graph. Okay, so first I'll demonstrate the artifacts of FSR2. Display and graphics. Set the game resolution to full HD. I have enabled FSR2. Its preset set to quality. We'll be running the game using the low preset. Disabled RSR. Start the game. There's Isaac. I'll just move the camera. Observe the character model. Yeah, some ghosting is visible. My mobile camera may not be able to capture it. Need to move the camera quickly. It's very easily noticeable now. Here we are getting around 27 FPS hitting the GPU bottleneck. I'll just switch to RSR. Just set the in-game resolution to 720p. Enable RSR from Command Center. Press Alt plus R keys to open Adrenaline software. You can see upscale status active. Upscaling from 720p resolution to full HD. Disable FSR2 from here using TAA low quality. Now I'll move the camera quickly and you can see no ghosting effect is produced. This is why I prefer using RSR in some games over the in-game FSR2 implementation. Let's play the game. Okay, here we are getting around 25 FPS. Total power draw 24 watts. So I need to increase the APU TDP. Switch to 25 watts manual mode. And now FPS increased to around 35, 37. Better performance than the previous mode. Fans are spinning. Game is consuming around 8.1 GB of RAM. I've set the UMA buffer size to 6 GB. And game is consuming almost 4.7 GB of VRAM. 16 GB of physical memory on this device is shared between the CPU and the GPU. Temperatures are under control. Total power draw 41 watts. Windows port of this game is not optimized. It suffers from hitches whenever you enter any new area. Variable FPS है 36 to 44. Now the opening area is very demanding on the GPU. Other areas are not as demanding as the opening area. In those other areas you will be getting an FPS within a range of 40 to 60. You can even increase the preset to medium or high. It's very dark in here. This IPS panel produces some gorgeous looking colors, as you can see. I'm just waiting for the necromorphs.
Where's the security detail?
GPU power draw 24 watts.
There's nothing logged. No duty roster. No power to the elevator.
For God's sake. That security console's still working. Isaac, get a damn...
LFC is doing a decent job of eliminating screen tearing. Go through here. Need to interact with the panel. Trigger a sequence. You can always cap the FPS at 30 for a more stable experience. Hitch.
Shit. It's not just comms with the guidance system. Half the Ishimura's in the red. Engines, hull, trams. Could do that kind of damage to a planet.
Necromorphs are incoming.
Power to the elevator.
There goes the power.
Another malfunction?
No. Our quarantine systems are all fine.
Oh, wait. Did you hear that?
Remaining playtime 30 minutes. Only 51% of battery is remaining. The companion is dead. So on a full battery you should be getting a playtime of around 1 hour in this game using the 25 watts preset. Time to sprint. Oh my god. This creature appeared out of nowhere. Character model looks so detailed, sharp. Managed to escape. Now I'll use the medium preset. Apply. Okay, FPS is still around 37-40. Need to get the plasma cutter. There it is. Our weapon. Locked and loaded. We have a flashlight. Break the circuit. Should unlock the door. Kill the creature. Oh my god. It's dead. Few edges again. Entered a new area. Game runs nicely on ROG Ally, definitely playable. Looks amazing. Now I'll be trying out the next game. Now I'll run Resident Evil 4. We'll be playing through its iconic village square sequence, fighting against hordes of villagers. Again, I have set the UMA buffer size to 6 GB. This game is installed on an SD card. Again, I will be using RSR. You can see resolution have scaled from 720p to Full HD. On battery, you can try using an 18 watt manual profile. It offers a good balance between performance and battery life. First, I'll run the game using 15 watts profile. RSR enable. CPU boost disabled. I'm basically using this preset, prioritize graphics. Cinematic resolution set to Full HD. Ray tracing disabled. Most of the settings have been enabled. The effects, high settings. Start the game. There's Leon. I can see the villagers right in front of me. Here FPS is around 27. So I'll just switch to the 25 watts manual mode. Not the turbo one, manual profile. Resume the game and you can see FPS increased up to 35. Not observing any tearing. Smooth experience. Let's engage in combat. APU power draw 25 watts. Oh my god, alerted everyone. Don't remember the controls now. I actually completed this game. Stun them. Character model looks detailed, not observing any artifacts. I'll use the run and gun approach. So many of these villagers. Block the attack using my knife. New feature added in the remake. They burned the co-op alive. Yeah, so FPS is staying around 35. Smooth experience. LFC in action. I'm waiting for Dr. Salvador. Not observing any texture pop-in issue. This game is running off an SD card. This guy was quick. And go through this barn. And there's a cow here. You can shoot at the oil lamp. Missed my chance. Game is drawing almost 43 watts of power. Remaining playtime 18 minutes. There's Dr. Salvador. I was waiting for this guy. You can always cap the FPS to conserve the battery. Oh my god. Couldn't dodge the attack. Got stabbed there. Last of Us Part 1 remake. Game is installed on an SSD. UMA buffer size set to 6 GB. Running the game using 15 watts operating mode. RSI enabled. CPU boost disabled. When you run the game for the first time, shaders will get compiled. Upscaler is working. Graphics setting. Just ignore this out of VRAM prompt. In-game resolution set to 720p. I am using the low preset. VSync disabled. Not using FSR2. Start the game. I'm playing as Joel. Need to take out this creature. Grab it. they cannot detect light. Okay, so here we are getting around 38 fps, AP power draw 15 watts, very high GPU load. I'll rotate the other feature. Adaptive trigger feature of DualSense is working even when the controller is connected to ROG Ally in Bluetooth mode.
Let's head back into the city.
There's a way out. Yeah, this area is... Oh, what happened? I dropped down. That's what happened. Need to be careful. Yeah, so this area is very demanding on the GPU. Take foliage and you can see FPS drop down to 26. I observed the frame pacing there. 28 FPS.
Fresh air. That's the one thing I love about the Asus. Fucking hate this
28 to
smoke.
32 FPS.
Why don't you ask Bill to get you some of them air fresheners?
Change the operating mode. Switch to 25 watts manual mode.
Hey, if they weren't expired, that'd be a good
Yeah,
idea.
now FPS increased up to 42. Not observing any upscaling artifacts. Stunning visuals. Fans are running. 48 FPS. Game is consuming almost 5 GB of VRAM. RAM usage is around 8.2 GB. Okay, so now I'll switch to medium preset. Let's push ROG Ally. Medium. Game will be consuming almost 5.2 GB of VRAM. Just ignore this prompt. Select apply and restart. Load it the sequence. And here we are getting around 31 FPS. Look at that high GPU usage, 98%. VRAM consumption is around 5 GB. Game is still playable, I'll be honest. Windows version of this game is poorly optimized. This is very impressive performance by ROG Ally, but not impressed by the battery life. Estimated playtime 28 minutes, 49% battery remaining. Now I'll load a different area. This is the outskirts downtown area. I ran this sequence on my Steam Deck using the lowest preset. FSR2 set to performance, was getting an FPS within a range of 25 to 30. Turn on my flashlight.
Cass?
Here we are getting around 40 FPS, and this is the game running using the medium preset on ROG Ally. PlayStation controller prompts. 720p resolution upscaled to full HD via RSR. Yeah, this is very impressive. Look at that high power draw, 40 watts. Again, poor battery life. Grab the ammo. Clicker.
Damn it. Clicker.
Jeez.
AP temperature only 55 degrees Celsius.
Actually, so what?
This game is consuming almost 5 GB of VRAM
Sort of.
and around 9.5 GB of RAM.
Like that. If you're one clicking, you gotta hide.
The building feels like it's about to fall apart.
Collecting resources. We can craft some useful items. Controller vibrated. A clicker will attack me. There it is. Good quality speakers.
You alright?
Dual sense controllers, LED color change to red because Joel's health is low, and use a med pack. I don't have one. My bad. So guys, I'll end the video here. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.